understand why churches don't teach on the power of your words. So he was with another pastor's wife, and she would always say her husband had had a massive heart attack, maybe some months prior to this moment. And she would always say, you better settle down or you're going to die. You better do this or you're going to die. You better do that or you're going to die. And he looked at her one day and he said to her, you are killing him. You are killing him. And if you do not stop saying you're going to die, he won't see past 2 years. He will only make it the next 2 years. And at first she was very offended and she didn't want to receive what he was saying. But then she said, you know what? It's coming from you. I'm going to believe that what's coming out of your mouth is true, so I'm going to stop saying it. And he said for quite some time, she stopped saying, you're going to die. But he said soon enough, she went right back to, you're going to die. You need to sit down or you're going to die. You need to die or you're going to die. You're going to die. Don't say that. You're going to die. And he said a year later, he died. He died. And when he looked back to that conversation, it was 2 years since he had had that conversation with her. Because people speak, they don't understand what comes out of your mouth could make someone or break someone. It could either be constructive or destructive. So it could even be word curses. So even when I yell, I don't want to say yell, but even when I raise my voice at my children and I say things to my son, you're not using your brain. Use your brain. That's also me saying, which his 11-year-old brain will interpret, I'm stupid. My mom doesn't think I can think. I'm dumb. So then God had to check me and say, stop saying use your brain. Do this. So tell me, what were you thinking when you decided to do that? Let me know what your thought process was when you decided to do that. I just want to understand, because I just need clarification, because I need to understand where the disconnect is and how can I help you. You know, there's a way to say things where you're not belittling even your kids. Because even if I told him his whole life, use your brain, come on, you're not thinking, come on, that's going to destroy my son. That is going to destroy him. And then he'll grow up thinking, so I had to say, God, forgive me. Forgive me for the word curses that I spoke, the word spells that I spoke over my children's life out of frustration. Because it's true, you're a parent. You get frustrated with your kids when they don't listen or they're not obedient or they don't always do things the way. You got to repeat yourself constantly. That's frustrating. But there's still a way to compose yourself even through that. There's a way to compose yourself. So God had to check me. And I said, well, God, how do I raise these children? You know, I'm going through a divorce here. How do I raise these children? And it always circled back to his word. He said, you raise them like this. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love isn't envy. It remembers no wrongs. That's how you raise your kids. In genuine love. Love. In genuine love. Yes, love is discipline. So yes, you have to correct and you have to discipline. When you love your children, you give them discipline. But the way you give them discipline is, hey, listen, let's have this conversation first. Let's have this conversation first. Because I'm going to have to take away this. I'm going to have to take away that. You're going to be on punishment for the next 2 weekends. But I need you to understand why I'm putting you on punishment. So discipline creates order, structure. You know, a lot of these kids, they don't have structure. They don't have order. And single parents, it's not easy raising children. But it's the choice that we made. A lot of us knew we shouldn't have babies with this person because they weren't no good from the beginning. If we're just being real, if we're calling a thing, right? Like Yolanda Van Sant says it. Let's call a thing. Let's call it a spade a spade. You knew that. You knew he was no good, but we still had that. Because the moment brought temporary gratification. And you're caught up in the moment of pleasure. And then when the pleasure's over, you see the person's true colors, but you saw the person's true colors before the pleasure began. And you still decided. What is her name? What's that singer's name? I bust the window out your car. I can't think of. Jasmine Sullivan said, you see the train wreck coming, but you never think of running. You just stand there and get completely dismantled and by the train wreck. The train's coming. The horn, the lights are blinding you, and you still stay there, stuck like a deer in headlights. Like, what did I mean, I've been there, so I know, right? What did I do wrong? What did I do? What did you do? Listen, your character did nothing, but the choice you did everything. The choice. What did I do wrong? I didn't do nothing to deserve this. You didn't do nothing to deserve it. You made a choice. We got to be real about the choices we make. I said it the last time. They bring consequences. And our choices outlive us. So now you're stuck with a baby with a man who don't want nothing to do with you because he was married. And you knew he was married. And you still decided to have a baby with him. Now you're upset because he won't leave his wife. And you calling him every kind of N-word. This because he won't leave his wife, but you knew that. And now you're mad at the world for a choice you made, because when you found out he was married, you should have gave him the deuces a long time ago. He wasn't leaving his wife. He wasn't leaving his family. You were temporary gratification. You were pleasure. And I know, because I had to tell somebody, listen, I love you. But I love me more. I'm walking away because my sanity means more to me than what I'm feeling for you. I've been around this roller coaster. And when you want something different, you prepare your heart to receive it. Because you want a husband, you want a wife, you want a partner in crime, but then you're sleeping with everybody. So where's the preparation? Where's the preparation? And let's not even go with the ones who bring out the rose toy. The rose toy is your husband. Let's not. Now that's for another season. But I got you on that, because I have to tell women that too. The rose toy is your husband. There's no room to be pleasured by a husband, by a man, when you have the rose toy. When you're pleasuring yourself, you're pretty much saying, remember, our actions cause reactions. So the actions of you making love with yourself, how the world perceive, how that's going to go out into the world is, you don't need a man because you're pleasuring yourself. You don't need a man. You're making love to yourself. You're marrying yourself. You don't need a man. You don't need a woman or wife. You're using your sock. You're using the plastic baggie with the Vaseline. You don't need it. And some of y'all may be using blow-up dolls. I don't know. But you don't need it. You don't need a man. That's what you're saying. And I know you said in one of your videos, Ada, you talked about sleeping with everybody and what that does. Because that's right. And you're connected to so many people. Don't you know that people discern spirits? So if you walk into a place as fine as you are, a man could be like, man, her body count's high. Because they can discern the spirit. Even if they don't think that's what they're doing. If I see a guy right now, listen, I'll know you before you even say anything. I can tell what you all about. Because I ask God to amplify my discernment about people, because I'm not about to be suckered or played anymore by anybody. So I can tell, oh man, he's a player, he's this, he's that. Oh, I got it. You think you're nickel slick, but I got it. I see you. And so the only thing we're doing is having a conversation. It ain't going beyond that. It's not going beyond that. I am not wasting my time. You want a husband? You better fix your life. You want a wife? You better make it right. Because you're not going to get one. You're not going to get one. Even pleasuring, you're not going to get one. You're not going to get one. So, just understand that. And this is coming from someone who is abstinent for 2 years. Nothing at all. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? So I can tell you these things because I know. I'm not wasting my time, my anything with nobody. No way. These people are attached to demons. They are on demon time, and I ain't on that time. Yeah, same for men. I said that they're in love with their hand. The sock, the plastic bag with the Vaseline. They in love with it all. They in love with the P shows that they watch and they put on before they go to bed. They're in love. How can you be in love with something and make room for something else? It's an oxymoron. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Y'all are bugging. It doesn't work. The devil out here just snatching y'all destinies because y'all giving it to him. Y'all giving him your marriage. You're giving him your money. You're just giving it to him because what you're saying is I don't need it. I don't need my destiny. I don't need my purpose because I love temporary gratification. I love the moment of pleasure. Whether the pleasure is gambling, whatever your moment of pleasure is, I love the moment of pleasure. I have a moment of pleasure. I don't need it. And he just snatching up your destinies left and right. He don't even have to work for it anymore. At least the devil used to have to work for it because y'all would rebuke him. Now y'all not rebuking him. Y'all just giving him what he came to collect. He just knocked on the door. You're opening it. Here you go. Here goes my destiny. Here goes my faith. Here goes my heavenly blessings. Here goes everything. Here goes my money. Here goes my cars. Here it all goes right down the drain. You can have it because I'd rather deal with this temporary gratification or pleasure I'm about to get. Someone said, is there a devil? In my belief, there is a devil, but your devil can be a person. Your devil can be that person you're wasting your time with. Your devil could be the person that you're wasting your time with. Your devil can be a place that you go and attend. The devil could be that TV you turn on with those inappropriate shows. Your devil could be your rose. Your devil could be your hand. Your devil could be, you could be your own worst enemy. You understand? Your memory could be your own worst enemy because some of you are so gung-ho on the past, not letting the past go, so your memory of holding on to what happened yesterday is destroying what's coming to you. Yeah, the devil could be a cheesecake. Sure could. Fried chicken. Sure, as simple as that. And I think I have a video about that. One of my latest videos, maybe I did last week, about what's your enemy or your enemy or something like that. I think I posted that last week or something like that. But that's exactly what the devil could be. Some of y'all look at the devil as this big thing with red horns and all that type of stuff. He don't work like that. He's so retarded that it's really simple. He's gonna get you. He's not omnipresent, so he can't be everywhere at every time. So if he's not omnipresent, right, that means he can't be at my house and yours. So he gonna put what tempts you. Is it sex? Is it drinking? Is it drugs? Those are your devils. Is it music? Is it money? What is it? Those are your devils. You know what I'm saying? So stop looking for the man with the red man with the horns and the spiky tail. He don't need to work. Y'all are giving it over to him easy anyway. Ada, you over here cracking me up. Listen, I know you sent me a message not too long ago about